News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Denise Pellegrini.
The table of contents of this act is as follows. Section 1, short title. Section 2, table of contents.
President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act is being read in its entirety in the Senate today. It's expected to take as long as 12 hours, possibly more, to read that full bill, which is nearly 1,000 pages long. Democrats demanding the reading after the measure passed a procedural vote late yesterday that allows Republicans to pass the measure with a simple majority. President Trump staying in D.C. this weekend to try to get that bill passed by July 4th. It includes trillions of dollars in tax cuts and is projected to widely increase the national deficit over the next decade. Billionaire Elon Musk among the critics. He says on X the bill will destroy millions of jobs in America. He calls it political suicide for the Republican Party. More worries about Iran's nuclear program. The head of the International Atomic Energy Agency says Tehran could resume enriching uranium within months. Rafael Grossi is head of the International Atomic Energy Agency.
It is clear that there has been severe damage, but it's not total damage, first of all. And secondly, Iran has the capacities there, industrial and technological capacities. So if they so wish, they will be able to start doing this again.
Grossi there on CBS Face the Nation. President Trump has claimed U.S. and Israeli attacks have set Iran's nuclear program back by years. The FBI is warning cyber criminals have airlines in their crosshairs, alleging a hacking group called Scattered Spider is aiming to steal sensitive information by impersonating airline employees and contractors. Meantime, air travelers across the country struggling with flight cancellations and delays triggered in part by severe storms in the southeast. Thousands of flights canceled or delayed yesterday, more today. In Ukraine, Russia has launched the biggest aerial attack since the start of the war, according to Ukraine, which says Russia fired a record 537 missiles and drones in overnight attacks. Air defenses from Ukraine repelling 475 of those strikes. New tariff tiff between the U.S. and Canada. President Trump could slap new tariffs on Canadian goods this coming week after Canada's digital services tax that will hurt U.S. tech companies goes into effect tomorrow. The clock is ticking, meantime, on President Trump's July 9 deadline for getting U.S. deals done with other countries, or else steep tariffs could go into effect. Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari warning the Fed is still eyeing tariffs as an inflationary force.
This is a curveball because now all of a sudden, if you increase tariffs on the price of imported goods, the price of those goods is going to go up. Some of that's going to be paid by the supplier. Some of that's going to be paid by consumers. How much of that gets passed on? Is that a one-time effect? Is it more persistent? We're not sure yet.
Kashkari at an event at the Montana Chamber of Commerce. U.S. stocks, though, they gained on Friday, putting the S&P and NASDAQ composite at new record highs. In Hungary, as many as 100,000 people gathering for a Pride event in the capital, Budapest, yesterday in defiance of a government ban and police orders. And in New York City, Pride Day today, the Pride March kicking off at 11 a.m. local time. Democratic Socialist and New York State Assembly member Zoran Mamdani encouraging voters to come out in November after he came out on top in this past week's Democratic mayoral primary.
What we have seen in the last 2 weeks is a hunger from New Yorkers to move beyond the days of museums and relics and make this city a living, breathing testament to what is possible.
Mamdani at Al Sharpton's National Action Network in Harlem. He's expected to meet with New York City business leaders in the coming month. Former Governor Andrew Cuomo and current Mayor of New York Eric Adams both on the ballot as independents. And I should mention Mike Bloomberg, who has endorsed Cuomo, is founder and majority owner of Bloomberg LP, the parent company of Bloomberg Radio. And that's news when you want it. With Bloomberg News Now, I'm Denise Pellegrini. This is Bloomberg.